Yeah, the DEI strategic plan is obviously a body of work that has been crucial in terms of moving the conversation forward for um, social justice here in the Lafayette Athletic Department. And the first pillar of education is really where it starts. It starts with education, and it starts with our first objective, which is committing to those extraordinary conversations on a regular basis that educate our community on racism, diversity, and inclusion. And for everyone in this athletic department, it's a commitment to that lifestyle, and that's where it has to begin. Certainly, knowledge is power, and it's not necessarily more work; it's just different work. And for many, and myself included, it's different and oftentimes uncomfortable work in terms of the awakening that takes place when you truly educate yourself, and the ability to get out of our comfort zone, really identify the areas where you're not educated, and then the ability to facilitate those conversations is crucial. Leaning into those conversations, both within our Lafayette community and outside the community. I think bringing in speakers, having training sessions, and doing those sort of things that are going to really help move the conversation forward and create a base level and foundational level of education, which is then allowing you to move into that representation space, into that awareness space. That's what the education piece is all about. For our own team, we've created a DEI subcommittee, and the education for us started with educating ourselves on our own game of lacrosse, from its indigenous roots to its incredible history in the Black community with Jim Brown and Morgan State as an HBCU, and what's going on now in the PLL with the Black Lacrosse Alliance. And so that's one example of how we've really tried to just educate ourselves on the history of the medicine game that is lacrosse. And beyond that, what is the history of minorities playing right here at Lafayette? And I think the more we can educate ourselves, the more we can create visibility, and the more we can attract more diversity to our very own program here at Lafayette. So again, education, first pillar, that is where it all starts in this conversation.